All right, well now we're going to turn this over to Aiden Dine. Aiden is 11 years old, he's from Ohio, and Aiden has lived with type 1 diabetes since he was very young. Aiden's story is very intriguing as he has already demonstrated at his young age of 11, and actually it was earlier, when you use not only your diagnosis but his story. And he spoke before the Ohio State Legislature on a bill that we had pending that had to do with management of diabetes in the schools. And as a result, Ohio did pass their Safe at School legislation, which has made school a much safer and a more fair place for all students with diabetes in the state of Ohio. So I'd like to turn this over to Aiden so Aiden can tell us some about what it's like to be an 11-year-old living with diabetes.
Thank you, Mrs. Gavlak, and thank you, Diabetes Advocates. It is my honor to be here today. I'm Aiden Dine, and I am 11 years old. I live in Hudson, Ohio, just north of Akron. I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the age of 15 months old. Mrs. Gavlak and I have known each other for 5 years. This is not my first time speaking publicly about diabetes. At the ripe old age of 8, I testified in front of the Ohio House of Representatives to support Ohio House Bill 264. I was in Columbus when it passed through the Senate, and I stood next to the governor when he signed the bill into law. House Bill 264 helps kids like me be safe at school with diabetes. I want to give you a kid's view of this disease. On the outside, I look like a normal kid. I play travel baseball, I sing in the choir, and I play the saxophone. Most of my friends know that I have diabetes. But what people don't know about me is how big this battle is that I wage every minute of my life. They don't see my mom wake me up at 2, 3, even 4 times a night, fighting a dangerously low sugar to stay alive, then fighting the high sugar that sometimes follows. They wonder why me and my mom look so tired the next day. Imagine taking a math test after a night like that. Now imagine 8 nights in a row like that. It's really tiring. They don't think about the insulin pump that is strapped to me every minute of my life. That insulin pump is my lifeline. I truly cannot live without it. They don't think about the luxury of just jumping in a pool on a hot day, or grabbing some ice cream out of the freezer. For those of us with diabetes, we can't do that. We have to let diabetes call those shots. Diabetes will tell me if I can have some ice cream or not. They don't think about the never-ending needles. You all know what I'm talking about. My fingers are calloused pincushions. It's hard to flip the pages of books when you can't feel them too well. When I play baseball, I can never ignore the diabetes. I need to plan for every possible thing that could go wrong. My pump tubing has to be long enough to let me swing the bat, but not so long that it gets caught. My pump has to be clipped inside my belt in just the right spot so that it doesn't get damaged when I slide. But diabetes can find its way around the best of plans. Try going up to bat when your sugar is 3 times higher than normal, your head hurts, and your eyes see 3 baseballs coming for you. Swing for the one in the middle. That works best for me. Now I will ask you to stop and think about 17 years. That's a nice, long time. Adults can go to school, get married, have kids in 17 years. My mom cries about that number. You see, the day that I graduate from high school, I will have been battling diabetes for 17 very long years. What will it do to me? Will I still be able to see? Will my heart be damaged? Will I be using an artificial pancreas? Maybe, just maybe, I won't have diabetes for 17 years. Because with the work that we are doing here today, and the work that we do back at home, we can team up together to find 2 amazing groups of people, and it puts them together to make one super strong team. So let's do it. Let's go tackle diabetes once and for all.